Cartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is you have no clue. The scripture comes from 1 Esdras 4 and 5. They kill and are slain, and still do not transgress the king's command. If they get the victory, they bring everyone to the king, as well as the plunder, as everything else. God said for somebody, so there was a plot against you. Like there was like somebody that wanted your life. They wanted to take your life. And it may have even been a group of people for somebody. But God said, due to the fact that you stay in between the lines, you don't overthrow his command. You're not the kind of person where God tell you to do something and you ignore what he told you to do. You're not the type of person where God asks you to be there for somebody and you be like, nah, I'm not, I don't feel like it. You're not the kind of person where God leads you somewhere and you decide to go the opposite way. And because anytime you are obedient to what God commands you to do, and anytime God asks you to do anything, you do what he asks you to. It's not a situation where God is about to allow anybody to take you up out of here. He got things for you to do. He has things for you to do. It's more for you to do. And you know what I'm saying? Even where the scripture says they kill and are slain, it doesn't mean that you physically going out hurting anybody. But you are like, there are people that are walking around with demons. And God will lead you to destroy that demon that is within them, regardless as to how you do it. For some of y'all, it's a situation where you embarrass somebody, not even on purpose. It could be an accident. You didn't intend to embarrass them, or you didn't intend to cause them any kind of shame or anything like that. But just by you doing things the way you do things and living your life the way that you're supposed to, it's like you put people to shame. Some of y'all, it's not even a situation where, oh Lord, this machine back in the lock doors. It's not a situation to where you are trying to do this, but it could be a situation to where, hold on, let me cut it off. Okay. Anyways, it could be a situation to where you are not intentionally trying to hurt anybody. You're not trying to cause anybody any pain. That actually makes the light look better. But you're not trying to cause anybody any pain. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're not intentionally trying to hurt anybody's feelings. You're not trying to show anybody up or show off or nothing like that. But you literally just be doing what you want to, doing, living your life the way that you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if this is the kind of person you like a certain, kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you like Victorian style decorating for your house, or you like to dress in certain kinds of clothes, or you just like to do things a certain kind of way. And it's like, even if somebody, they could have a sin like gossip. Okay, maybe they've been going around telling people that you don't have it like that, or they've been telling people that this is like, they've been lying on you, maybe saying that you don't really work, or you don't have a job, or you're not really making money like that, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And then you are just doing your thing, living life the way you want to. And for somebody, that's the situation. It's somebody that's lying, saying that you're not really making money like that. Or they lying, saying that you unemployed and you need to find a job, and they can't deal with you because you always got your hand out or something like that. Meanwhile, you haven't spoken to them, you haven't dealt with them, you haven't been around them for a good minute, and you are still elevating. And it's not the math, not math. And they've been talking about you broke, and that you was God said somebody, they was trying to call you a roach. They was trying to say you always roaching off of them. You always asking them for money. You always asking them to do something for you. Meanwhile, you haven't talked to them. You haven't seen them. They haven't gave you nothing. Even the things they claimed that they had helped you with, they didn't help you with nothing. Even if it was a situation where you borrowed money from them, you paid them back. For some of y'all, with interest. Anyways, it's a situation where they've been going around saying all this about you, yet the people they talking to have seen you, and they see that you're still elevating, but they haven't talked to you. That's their explanation as to why they not dealing with you no more, is because allegedly you was always asking them for stuff. Allegedly you was always down bad. Allegedly you didn't have this going on, you didn't have that going on, you was always with your hand out, yet people seeing you and you still doing good without them. You know what I'm saying? And they could try to lie. So for some of y'all, they just try to lie and say that it's because you dealing with somebody else. But the streets be talking, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's a situation like this here, where somebody is going around talking down on you and they always got your name in their mouth. And you know what I'm saying? If it's like a situation where y'all in the same neighborhood, y'all in the same city, y'all in the same area, y'all deal with the same crowds, it's not hard to peep what's really going on. And you know what I'm saying? People notice that you not doing what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you're not into what they talking about is bogus. It's nonsense. That's not really what you got going on. What they saying about you is coming out to be false. And you know what I'm saying? The way that you moving compared to how they say you move is two completely different things. And because of this, they starting to look a little silly. But God said they were trying to destroy you. Just like it said in the scripture, they killing our slaying. They were trying to take you out. However, through the fact that it's obvious. I just feel like this is something, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that's not what it is. It's obvious what they talking about is nonsense. And because it's so obvious, instead of them being able to take you out, you done took them out. And that's the message. Like that, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for somebody, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't even know. Because the message I heard was you have no clue. You had no idea that this person was even lying about you like this here. You had no idea that you even proved them wrong. You have no idea that they was, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk down on you in such a way and trying to spread lies and rumors about you. You just been doing your thing, living your life, minding your business. And meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, you've been proving this person wrong. Because you know what I'm saying, this is somebody they said they had to distance themselves from you because you was asking for money too much. Or you was always this and you was always that. And they don't want that kind of energy around them. Meanwhile, they in the same position, if not worse than they was in the first place. And you elevated. And you know what I'm saying, the math is not mathing. God said you ain't even realized that you took them out, but you did. You ain't even realized that you all these lies they was saying about you, all these rumors they was coming up with, they kept on talking about you, had your name all in their mouth. Baby, you make them look silly, you make them look dumb, you make them look stupid. And what they should have did is they should have just been honest. You know, I'm being reminded when I was in high school, I had this person, she was my bestie. You know what I'm saying? Me and her was like, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you saw me, you saw her. Anytime you saw her, you saw me. And one day, out of nowhere, she was acting funny with me. Like you know what I'm saying? I saw her in the hallway. I'm like, hey girl, what's up? She walked right past me. I'm like, what's going on? One of my other friends pulled me to the side and said, she been going around telling everybody you was trying to take her man last night. And that you called her and told her he was yours. I was like, girl, and you know what I'm saying? If y'all can't see the high school picture of me, I was like, baby, if I wanted her man, he would be my man. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a situation where I'm gonna call her and brag and all that. Nah, me and him will be walking up and down the halls together. I like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do that. I didn't do that back then. I don't do that now. I don't think that's not cute to me to go after your friend and they used to be your friend man, but you gonna date them anyway. That's not cute to me. I feel like that is so unloyal. You know what I'm saying? It's so trash. It's too many people. It's too many people. It's too many men. It's too many fish in the sea for you to try to take your friend's ex and make that your man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't say I wasn't saved back then. I ran up on her. I sure did. I ran up on her. I said, you come here. Okay, what did you say about me? And you know what I'm saying? I don't know, all the excuses in the book. No, it was this, it was that person. I was like, baby, I'm about to drag you right here, right now. She know, please. I don't, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying this to say, this, like, I just feel like it's sometimes When people will do stuff like that, they just go behind your back and they just talking. And when you're in a position where you know the people they talking to, you can go ahead and handle that immediately. Like back in the day, okay, I handled that immediately. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about to be a joke. You know what I'm saying? We used to have a joke. We would say we were about to box and we make a box with our hand. No, I was about to drag her. Her hair was about to be wrapped around my hand, and I was about to be dragging her up and down the little courtyard at the school. But but anywho, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this is a situation where somebody been talking about you, but due to the fact you don't even know these people they talking about you too, or maybe you know of them but you're not really close to them like that. Maybe you only know them through them, like through this person that's talking. That's the only way you know. You like, you really not, these are people you don't really interact with. You don't even know what's being said about you. You don't even know what they saying. You don't know how they saying it. You don't know what people are assuming about you. And baby, you proving people wrong left and right. And some of y'all, you don't even realize it. It could be a situation where somebody watching you on social media, they look at your social media and they like, this don't make no sense. They saying that, like, they saying that what this person is talking is not really facts. It's just hearsay. They assume this and they assume that. For somebody, they trying to say that you going around like that, you make your money off sleeping with people. But lo and behold, you don't sleep with nobody. You celibate. You haven't been on no dates. You, like, you know what I'm saying? If you are seen out, you go out by yourself, you chill by yourself, and you go home. It's not a situation with somebody coming out with you. It's not a situation where you've been seen at any hotels or nothing. You know what I'm saying? The little hotels where men take, you know, women to cheat on their wife. You won't be located at those places. You don't go to none of them kind of. So it's like the math not mathing. It's not making sense. The lies that they've been talking about you is not adding up. And you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even saying it to shade anybody that got any of these things going on, but I'm just being real. This is somebody been going around lying on you, trying to make it seem like you got one thing going on, but it's really not that. And you know what I'm saying? And just like I told sis back in the day, if you don't want to be friends no more, that's all you got to say. It's not a situation where you got to make up this big extravagant story so that you can make yourself look a certain way, girl. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go and hang out with whoever, do your thing. You don't want to be my friend, do your thing. It's not a situation where you got to sit up here and try to make up a lie so everybody, you know what I'm saying, can feel some kind of way. Anyways, God said you took them out without even, like, blindfolded. And you were literally blindfolded. And it's because this person, you didn't even know what they were saying about you. You didn't even know they was lying on you. You didn't even know what, like, the stories they were making up about you. Trying, like, they made you seem as if you were something that you were not, that you were the kind of person that you were not. And God said you proved them wrong. Completely. And that's the message. That's the message. God said he did this. It's because you are obedient to God. For some of y'all, God is the one that instructed you to stop doing certain things. Therefore, with you not doing certain things, it's obvious that you're not doing what they talking about. Regardless of what maybe you was dating, for somebody, you were dating someone else, you started dating a new person, and they were trying to make it seem like that person was something that they wasn't. You stopped dating them because God told you to. And you know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, it's a situation where you just be by yourself because God told you to. You stop going to certain places because God told you to. It was very, like, I just feel like it's very obvious that you are not entertaining. You don't deal with none of this stuff they was trying to say that you was. And they were lying. Woo! That's the message. You know what I'm saying? That's the gist of it. The first part of the message, somebody was lying on you and you proved them wrong. The reason God did this, the reason that you were able to overcome this is because you are very obedient to what God says. You are very obedient to God's instruction. So it wasn't a situation where they were going to be able to easily say, oh yeah, they doing this, they doing that. I know this, I saw that. God said the people they talking to see the same stuff they see. So it's not a situation where they can just say that they saw something so extravagant and so amazing that nobody else saw. Because I just feel like this is kind of like, it's even like, you know, once again reminded me of that situation when I was in school, because this is like a group. regardless if it's a neighborhood, it could be a city, a small town. It's something like that where everybody know everybody, everybody see everybody. It's not a situation where somebody gonna be able to get away with doing something that ain't nobody gonna see. Especially if you somebody like you, it's obvious that it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I wear pink every day. You can't miss me. My hair is now blonde. I got blonde locks. You can't miss me. My car is loud. It's like you cannot miss me, period. You can't miss me. It's not a situation where I can be mistaken for somebody else. So it would be very obvious if somebody was, you know what I'm saying, if I was doing something, you know what I'm saying, it'll be obvious. It'll be easy for somebody to see. And I feel like this is a situation where for somebody, it will be very obvious. It's not a situation where you will be able to hide. You can't hide it. You can't hide. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is somebody, I'm thinking about Aaliyah and her song where she said she gotta be careful because she not just anybody. That's the kind of vibe I feel. This is somebody, you know what I'm saying, you very well known. You're very, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say popular because high school is over, but you're very well known. You're not the kind of person where you can just go and hide somewhere. People gonna know you. People gonna peep you. They gonna know it's you. So it's not a situation where you can hide and you can sneak around. So whatever this person is talking about, it has been obvious that they lying. You know what I'm saying? And once again, like I said, regardless if it's a friend, relationship, whatever it is, if they don't want to deal with you no more, just say that then. And you know what I'm saying? But there's somebody, they don't want to look bad and they don't want to feel bad because they don't have no excuse as to why they doing what they doing. But that's a them problem. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. People then broke up with people just because they don't like the way they walk. Some people they will break up with somebody just because they don't eat the same type of food as them. There are people that will break up with somebody because they don't like their skin tone, they don't like their hair, they don't like their outfit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you don't want to be with somebody, you ain't got to be with them. But it shouldn't be a situation where you're going to go around and lie on them and smear their name to try to make them look some kind of way just because you don't want to be with them. And that's the truth. God said, just say that then. It shouldn't be a situation where you got to go out and try to make somebody look bad and talk down on somebody and lie about somebody just because you don't want to be with them. And I just feel like for some of y'all, it's a situation where this person trying to make it to where won't nobody want to be with you simply because they chose somebody else. And 9 out of 10, to be real, the way that this here is going, it's going to be a situation where whoever this person is, it ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying, something going to happen. Because you know what goes around comes around. And when you go around doing things the wrong way, you can't expect that you can't expect to do somebody dirty and you know what I'm saying, and then you gonna ride off into the sunset with rainbows and sprinkles and sunshine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. And I just feel like that's the kind of vibe. This somebody, they wanted you to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Ain't nobody finna wait on them. And I feel like God saying everybody that they didn't lie to, it's obvious that they lying. It's obvious they full of it. It's obvious that they just, you know what I'm saying, salty. And you know, the sad part is, if this is for a woman, baby, men not supposed to act like this here. I'm just being real. And I like, you know what I'm saying, especially the masculine man, he should just stand 10 toes down in his decision and go on about his business. It shouldn't be a situation where he got to come up with excuses and he got to create a rumor about this and he want to lie about that and this has happened and no, that happened and no, it's not really that. Baby, come on now. When a masculine man, he just gone, that's what it is. King David ain't had this kind of vibe about him. That's why I rock with King David. I can't stunt. I rock with King David. That's what it is. Even when he was in the wrong, he would just be like, you know what, that's what it is. That's the choice he made. But you know what I'm saying? God said some of these men are soft these days. And they gotta explain themselves. And they gotta come up with an excuse. And it gotta be good. Because they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just rip the Band-Aid off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Just be real. Just rip the Band-Aid off. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better to just rip the Band-Aid off than to try to take it off. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you take it off slowly, you feel everything. It hurts bad. But when you just rip it, it's that one pain and then it's done. It's like you go like this, like, ouch. And then you're like, okay, I'm good. And I just feel like that's the vibe. God said this person, they created so much nonsense. And but this is a lesson for them. It's a lesson for them. Instead of going about it in the way that they did, they should have just went ahead and said how they felt, and that's it. But the craziest thing about this message is, whoever this is for, you had no idea that this person did this. You had no idea they was lying about you. You had no idea while people were treating you differently or looking at you funny, but it's because this person was going around lying on you. But God said it's becoming very obvious and clear that they lying, and that what they saying is not facts. Anyways, that's the message. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.